Yeah. So in this session, we will discuss about calling multiple stored procedures in one API without having parameters, and calling multiple stored procedures in one API with parameters. Okay. So till now we have discussed about handling multiple data sets in MySQL, and how to do the pagination and how to do the merge of data sets from MongoDB and MySQL. Okay. So here, if there is a situation occurs like calling multiple store procedures in one API, so how to do that? Okay. So I have categorized that task into two things. One is without parameters and with parameters. Okay. And first one is calling store procedures without parameters. So in this task, I want to discuss about invalid approach and valid approach. Okay. Why? Because if you know the invalid approach, then only you can know the what are the advantages of valid approach. Okay. So for that purpose, I want to discuss first calling multiple store procedures one by one. Okay. So here actually this is our MySQL database, test database. Okay. So in this database we have three tables. So select star from EMP, employee, and department. Okay, these are the three tables. Okay, so I want to have one stored procedure for each and every table, so that I can have three stored procedures to fetch the data. Okay, so first of all, I am going to create one stored procedure which will return all the records from the EMP table. Okay, so I'm going to copy this query in the store procedure. So here I am giving the name EMP data. Okay, so this is one store procedure. So take this name here, and the second stored procedure is this query. So I am giving the name like employee data. So this is another store procedure. And I want to create one more store procedure, that is select star from department. So these are the three store procedures. Okay. So EMP table store procedure, employee table store procedure, department table store procedure. Okay. So I want to call these three store procedures one by one. Okay. So this is our API solution. In this is our controller, and here I am going to write router.post multiple procedures, async, request, response, here, so I am not taking any request body, so no need to have this let body equal to request.body and params also. Okay, directly I can bind. So let call sp equal to, so I am not using any parameters, so that you can directly call the store procedure. So what will be the first store procedure? emp data. Okay, so you want to check these three store procedure whether it is giving proper result set or not. So you can give like this. Execute. So you are having multiple data sets. Okay, so I am calling this store procedure in API, and after that, as usual, like db pool dot query, and here call sp and error, here result. If error comes, then it will go to this block and res dot send new error response. So 400 comma error dot message. And before that, I didn't give the try catch. You just copy this entire code in try block. Here, copy this and paste it here in try block, catch block. Here we have to write error. Next, if there is no error, then it has to go to else block. Okay, so here let first one is emp data. So emp data, I am giving this name and result of 0. Okay, so this is up to this we are all know that. So res dot send and emp result, emp data. Okay, we will check whether it is coming or not. And this is the API method. Just copy this here. And it. So you are getting the result. Okay. Now we have called one procedure. So how do you call the another procedure? Okay. We know one approach, like assigning call statement to one variable and a db pool dot query. Okay, like that, same thing. You just do this. So here I am going to call another store procedure. I am giving the store procedure that variable name, call sp1, and here you call second store procedure. After that, db pool dot query, call sp1 and error dbt. Second, what will be the second store procedure? Employee. Okay, so emp result, I am giving this name, and here you just copy this Next, else block. If no error comes, then it will go to else block, and here you can assign that result into one variable that is called employee data equal to result of 0. Okay, so this employee data, I am going to append this res.send method. So employee result and employee data. So you can execute it. So employee so this one we have to give here. Send it. So this is EMP result. Only 3 columns will be there. First store procedure result, and this one is result. Sorry. So here I have bind this one. Sorry. So this is the EMP table result set, and this one is employee table result set. Okay, so I am getting result like this. So if you want to call another store procedure, then here in else block, so declare one more variable sp2 and call this store procedure last one. Paste it here. dbpool.query call sp2 and error here. This time procedure name is department, so I am giving DEPT result. If error comes, then it will go to error block, otherwise it will go to else block. Okay, so here let DEPT data equal to, so result will be stored in this array, so of 0, and this res.send should be here, and we have to append this department data into one more key that is called department result DEPT data. Now check this. So in first data set EMP result, and second one is employee result, and third one is department result. Okay, so this is the way to call multiple store procedure, but here drawback is, see, for calling first store procedure we are hitting MySQL database for one time. For calling second store procedure, we are hitting MySQL database for another time, I mean second time. For calling third store procedure, we are hitting MySQL database for third time. That means for calling 3 store procedures, we are hitting MySQL database for 3 times. If you have 10 store procedures, you have to hit the multiple MySQL database for 10 times. So it is not a good practice. Okay, so we can call the multiple store procedures in a single variable. Okay, I mean call sp. Okay, so I will discuss that topic in this In this topic, I will discuss with that. Okay, not this. Here. Under this topic, I will discuss it. Okay, till now, if you have any doubts, you just ask me.